I'm getting engaged in August. And then he told me the title of my speech will be Second Life. Let's hear it for Anil Kartham. Hot is a narrow, short at the truth. It can hit a point, but it can't show the whole target. But the archer is often too well satisfied with his success to see anything further. Fellow Toastmasters and distinguished guests, good evening.
Good evening.
Even in our lives, we continue to mistake. We are quite good at achieving material goals, but we rarely see the real purpose behind those goals. We rarely try to go beyond those goals. But there are people who are exceptions to this behavior. There are people who live the second life. As I was reading about the life of a famous writer from India, I realized that there is a great second life. The eye surgeon I am talking about is Dr. Venkateswamy. He was a leader in fighting blindness in the world. He was given Padma Shri Award by the Indian government for his contribution. He also won Helen Keller Award from an international organization. This man faced many great obstacles in life, yet he emerged highly successful, overcoming all these obstacles. I can tell you about three obstacles he faced. The first obstacle he faced was lack of proper schooling. Today, after all his success, today he is fondly remembered as Dr. V. Dr. V was born to a farmer's family in 1980. In the morning, he had to take buffaloes out to graze. After that, he had to walk 3 miles to go to school. Years later, school was started in his village, but there was no pencil or paper or even a space to write upon. He had to go to riverbed along with his batchmates, collect sand, spread that sand smoothly over the surface of the schoolhouse, then practice his fingers to learn the letters. That is the kind of struggle he faced in life. Then years later, he went on to pursue medicine degree and he graduated in 1944. 1948, when 3 of his cousins died of eclampsia, it's a conversion or a problem that's faced by pregnant women in the last 3 months. He decided to pursue masters in gynecology. But not soon after the graduation, he was struck by a great adversity. Rheumatoid arthritis struck him, and he was bedridden for 2 long years. Severe pain began then, and he has never left him. When he came out of the bed, his hands were crippled, and he couldn't even stand properly. And after many months, when he was able to stand, he felt as if he was on the top of the Himalayas. But unfortunately, he couldn't continue his profession as a gynecologist because his crippled hands would not allow him to do the work of a gynecologist. As his wings were shattered, I consider his life till this point of time as his first life. Later, he had to find some way to pursue his dreams. He had to do something. He went again to medical school, this time to pursue masters in ophthalmology, to become an eye surgeon. He didn't have instruments to learn to do surgery. He had to design his own instruments to learn to do surgery. With a lot of effort and hard work, he learned how to use scalpel to do surgery. After great amounts of pain, struggle, he went on to become one of the best eye surgeons in India. his lifetime, he personally conducted more than 1 lakh successful eye surgeries. Third obstacle struck him when he was trying to start a hospital after he resigned as a government surgeon. Most of the people, if you see in life, they think that their life is over when they retire, when they get retired. But this man did not think like that. He wanted to start a hospital that would serve poor people. So he started a hospital. He had to raise the money to start the hospital. He had to mortgage his own house. Finally, he would start a hospital. He named it Arvind Eye Hospital. In the hospital had only 9 beds in the hospital. But today, if you see that hospital, it's a huge medical institution. It has 5 branches spread across Tamil Nadu. The hospital has given eyesight to more than 20 lakh people in getting their eyesight back. Recently, the hospital also has won Bill Gates Foundation Award for Global Health for the year 2006. I can see similar second life in the case of Sri Aurobindo. He was a prominent freedom fighter when he was sent to Alipur jail by the British government. He was kept in that jail for 1 long year. He was tortured. In that dungeon, amidst those horrible circumstances, he realized the highest goal. He achieved the highest goal of a human being, that is realization of self. His second life started after that. He realized after staying in the prison that he is not meant to bring freedom to India. Rather, he is meant to bring a higher level of consciousness to human race. And so the rest of his life, he continued pursuing that goal single-mindedly, and to the end he achieved, succeeded in bringing that consciousness to the human race. Today, he is considered one of the greatest philosophers and yogis of all the time. Now, you might think that these men are miracles of nature. You might think that they are uniquely gifted and they had great obstacles to overcome. And in the process of overcoming those obstacles, they became great individuals. You might think that they are lucky. They are not. It's not so. The obstacles in our life are given to us depending upon our capacity to overcome them. And the good thing is we can enhance our own ability to overcome the obstacles. I wonder how many among us have the strength to face the disability that Kartham is wearing, yet highlight. I believe that he was given that condition to unearth the greatness in him. He is a hero for me. If I look at my mentor, Sri Swami, I dream of achieving impossibilities. Without him, I would have never dreamed of becoming a distinguished Toastmaster in 4 years. Today, I dream of it. I think it is possible. It's not just a coincidence that he has Swami in his full name, as does Dr. Venkateswamy. This man, with his sincerity, discipline, and strength of will, makes me believe that greatness can be a common man's daily base. I believe that Kartham second life started when he started reading the circumstances of the disability, the circumstances created by the disability. I believe Srikanth second life started when he started attempting to address the circumstances created by the disability associated with public speaking. When you look at these men, don't admire them just for their speaking brilliance. Admire them mainly for their love for others, the courage with which they fight circumstances in life. Phil Bottom once said, there are 2 ways to meet difficulties. You alter the difficulty, or you alter yourself to meet the difficulty. The Toastmasters I talked about just now altered themselves to meet the difficulty. When we are dead and gone, the world won't remember us for how rich we are or how powerful we are. It remembers us for the intensity with which and we love our fellow beings, the courage with which we fight the circumstances in life. Fellow Toastmasters, have you ever thought about your second life? Give it a serious thought. Look at the biggest problem that you face in life and try to understand. Your second life will start then and there. And make sure that your second life is full of love and courage. The doors to greatness will open automatically. And in the ages to come, men like me will sing songs recalling your love and peace. Go to the Toastmasters.